Hello, Left Foot listeners, and for those listening in for the first time, welcome. I'm Nicole Giantonio, the founder of Left Foot. The following is a quick sample from our discussion with Lisa Howlett, General Counsel, SVP, and Secretary of Hunter Roberts Construction Group.
Really interesting that when you're looking particularly from an in-house perspective, the perspective is so different than when I was in the private firm. What I thought they wanted until I went on the other side, it takes that kind of clarity. There is a need for a deep trust. There's a risk factor that any in-house counsel has saying, hey, CEO, you're just going to spend a lot of money and these people are going to be great and they're going to get us out of this issue or they're going to help us negotiate a good deal. So there's a lot of risk, a personal, professional risk that the in-house person takes, placing that bet on the outside firm. So that means you have to have a high level of trust. And that high level of trust comes in a lot of ways. And one of them is that outside counsel is sensitive to your needs in terms of providing not just a good service, but a good service in an efficient manner. Because if the bills get too high and they don't see the value, your job is on the line.
Establishing trust, what does that look like? How have outside legal counsel that you're working with, how have they been able to establish trust with you? Is that always over time? Are there some suggestions you can make to our listeners about how to establish that trust effectively?
There's a couple of ways to do that. As an in-house counsel, you can't just rely on the people you've always known. You always have to be open, and I always am open to meeting new folks. If there is a degree or two of connection, that is very helpful. So that means for an outside counsel, it is good for them to have a lot of connections. And I don't mean Rolodex connections like meet and greet. They have to really know these people so that when I say, is she good? Does she get it? You want to be able to have someone who has a more in-depth relationship to understand really how they perform and how they interact. And second, when they talk to me, they got to come prepared and really know as much as they can about my business and then be transparent about what they don't. I do not mind taking on people who can provide me more affordable services if I have to devote some time to them. If I think they have the aptitude, the interest, and the caring, then I'm all good with that. So those are the really key things that I think lead to success for an outside counsel. You can't just take someone out for lunch. Days of lunches, I don't have time for lunches, I'll be honest with you. It takes too much of my time. I do need to have the connection with them. I have to go to seminars anyway. I have to get CLE anyway. Run something for me. Invite me for a breakfast where I'm actually going to get CLE at the same time or address something that I really need to know about. Or connect me with somebody. It's great when you can connect me with an in-house counsel at an architectural firm that I may be negotiating against one day. And frankly, we may do referrals to each other business-wise for our companies. Those are all the most valuable things that an outside counsel can do.
Terrific response. Tune into our full discussion with Lisa Howlett, episode 103 on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, or leftfoot.com.